Going to be an interesting match to say the least. This is game one, so you've got a bit of time to try and experiment here. See, just feel out your opponent, see what they're how they're feeling today, and of course you will have a guaranteed game number 2 between these two straight after this,
which should have prevented a bit more, I believe, regen coming out for March, but uses the Fortune's End to make sure he was rooted and doesn't get that second right click on.
Very nice play. Top lane, KP getting very low, Miracle doing the same, Tim still trying to go for the kill stroke if Fate will land. That will be the first flood coming out on Tim's on that Grim Stroke. Of all people, he does get the pos 1 Ember.
But he's got a little bit of a level advantage against In Your Dream. Who's the luck favoring tonight? It's going to be on the top side of the map, so Paulson, he's going to grab that haste, head straight back to top. There's some action happening up here.
KP's in trouble, he'll swashbuckle away, but Miracle does manage to secure the kill with Sleight of Fist. Just a matter of when, but for now, you could try and play onto KP again.
Just waiting for any sort of swashbuckle here. No, they get the full combo off already.
Yeah, he just blows up, and he just TP'd in as well. It's going to be a walk of shame back for that Pangolier.
To be even more effective in these team fights, especially once he finishes his Boots of Travel. Not sure what the double windlace is about. You don't get that stacked speed, but Paulson again.
Paulson, 3-man avalanche. They do kill off him straight away. Now Paulson getting low, he does go down. So traded those pos 4s and
be any rotations down towards the bottom side of the map. It's still 25 seconds until this exorcism and another minute until the haunt. So tell that they don't really want to be here with Gabby. Get this cold feet procced as well.
They're trying to get the outpost back because TNC, they took the one at the top lane. In fact, they've already got it down the bot lane. So Forev, they'll go after Gabby. Joe Cam going to be down now to Gabby. And in fact, Forev, he may have gone too far. March doesn't have Fortune's End though to lock him in place. So KP, he'll make a chase onto Paulson. In fact, Spectral Dagger and the Purifying Flames, was it? Killed off Forev.
So it didn't look like the dagger had connected just yet, so surprised at how Gabby got that damage. Maybe the reflection from sitting in the Firefly?
Oh, right, he does have that. I didn't realize he even had that up yet. Right, so the Firefly just burning the warrior creep. Nice. Toss mid lane. They are going to jump onto that Oracle. Easy kill there for Miracle, and now they'll chase down Arno on the DP. Well, they don't really need to. He got locked in. They'll claim the bounty, and T1 are onto the T1 mid tower. Miracle, Soulbind out, caught in as well. Gabby does secure that kill. Now the Rolling Thunder from KP will go on towards that Morphling. They do secure a dominating spree here on Gabby. Only issue being, though, you lost that mid T1 in the process.
Well, In Your Dream, he could go the Ghost Scepter just to play it safe, but wanting to speed up his farm as much as possible, going for that Eagle Song and holding on to the gold for now.
They'll run straight into KP. Chains up. KP, can you get the Rolling Thunder off? Probably not. The Avalanche was there from Paulson, and Joe Cam will be the one to take the kill on the AA.
Mel still not quite yet that level 12, so you don't want to be sieging all that much without that. So perhaps that's the timing they're waiting for. Get level 12 on the DP, Radiance on the Spectre, and finish.
He's been lassoed. There's no way out of that one.
I was about to say finish up that hood on KP, but that doesn't help the situation. All this aggression on the bottom side of the map, though. Forev really nicely just camping on the top side here. Going to be able to pick off Miracle, though.
Perhaps he tried with the silence, another silence there. Now KP with the Inkful roll in. Port being committed as well. They'll get one. Going on to Joe Cam for a bit of a cherry on top here for Gabby. Forever going to try and slow this down with the flame break. But they will have enough. March will be the one to secure the kill there on the Oracle. It's a decent smoke from TNC.
It is, having to pop a big cooldown for it though, and well, they're just going to be up in another 20 seconds. Will they be able to protect this tier 1 tower is the big question. No glyph available. Looks like they'll just have to let it fall. Unless we get this blink initiation from Paulson. No.
Not going to try for it yet. Now he's been silenced up. The Fortune's End oh, In Your Dream, he does go down. He denied the tower, but at what cost?
He was Agimorphed. Oh, and he got silenced.
That's a classic mistake. Mel, however, being caught out on that cliff now. Ice Blast and Avalanche Toss was there. It's not going to be quite enough, so KB will turn back around with the Spectral Dagger and the Soulbind with the double silence from Tims. They're all locked in right now. Gabby's trying to get in range to just take these guys out. Jocam should die, but the Avalanche Toss Paulson, he's back in. It's just not enough. They clumsy knit him up. They false promise KB, and they go back in for another kill. A 4-for-0 trade on the side of TNC, and mid Paulson show up, clears out a creep wave. There'll be a smoke out from TNC. That observe ward that they placed earlier on had expired, so now Yule's going to be there onto Paulson, and he does not have a way out of this situation. He's just locked in. He does go for the Avalanche, toss back onto KB, but that's just going to allow Armel to get his 5th kill of the game.
Pop the Exorcism for this? Yes, they will. They want this Roshan.
Why not? So it seems like they haven't used Exorcism in such a long time. It's like you may as well just commit, but the Ice Blast...
Ice Blast.
Gonna be there now.
Oh, nice.
As well, KB gonna be in a bit of trouble, still not enough. He'll just turn around with the swashbuckle. Buyback will be there from Paulson. They are slowing down the Roach. Nice shotgun dodge as well on Mel. And now the double silence is going to turn around back on the morph. No, wants to back off. Remnant in for Miracle. He has a Deso up now, so he's feeling confident with the damage output. A great double chains. In Your Dream jumps in, blows up March. Now the Hawk being expended from Gabby. They'll go back onto the morphling. A lot of pings coming up, don't know. They'll switch around now. Miracle goes down to Armel. Jocam's dying as well. He'll die in the AA. Now Farev turning around with Paulson. But do they have enough? The shotgun's there. They blow him up. Gabby is down. But now you've got the Soulbind with the double siphons out from Armel. This Tiny's low. He will drop. The silence is out on the morphling. They will get the better end of the trade, and Armel's on a triple. That's a huge team fight once again for TNC. They even got the dieback on the Tiny. That T1 might have to kind of revisit the game plan. So these team fights haven't really been panning out their way. Farev gonna get jumped on now. Swashbuckle did miss, but it won't matter if you've got the comes in at Inkswell. He will lasso, but that's only gonna make the situation worse. Kind of guaranteed the Inkswell there from KP. Armel takes the kill.
I just don't think they can do anything, to be honest.
Try and steal maybe with Miracle Slide of Fist, but look at KP, he's ready for it. Freeze throw will give a bit of vision. Ice Blast will give more, render in. Aegis will be taken by Gabby. Roshan as well will go to the Radiant side, and now in that Roshan pit, there is no way Miracle gets out. They do kill off March, but it doesn't matter. You lose the plus 1 Ember.
Perfectly reasonable. I mean, the Manta, of course, first and foremost, lets you get out of things like the Searing Chains, lets you, you know, dodge a few things coming out, and of course, just keeping that passive pressure on throughout the map with your illusions. So I'm really liking that, and then just tanking up after that. They've gone in on him, though.
Ice Blast, it's going to be a lot of damage, Gabby. I don't think you get out of this one. He will try, but no, they'll lose the Aegis.
You gotta leave. Get out of dodge.
Tims chasing Soulbind down. Snubble Silence is flying out. Gabby will haunt. Tim's always starting off the best team fight, it seems, for the side of TNC. They get Miracle again. Now Paulson goes down. And you kind of talked about this the last time around, but you just don't want to lose the Ember like this. Sitting pretty tanky there at 3.2k. Almost at the level 25 mark as well. Is it level 22? I guess In Your Dream is the same. Well, the smoke comes out. Lasso is there. Straight onto Armel. Be a great kickoff. They could get it. He wheels up. Now Ice Blast to fly through. Armel does BKB up and pop the Spirit Siphons and Exorcism at T1. They can't actually blow anyone up yet. Miracle's trying to man fight, but he's surrendered out of there. Gabby is hitting way too hard, and with those spirits just flying after him, he really needs to get out, but they're still following him down. Now In Your Dream, needing to waveform out as well. Still nobody dead. Swashbuckles up from KP. Paulson jumps back in with the Avalanche Toss with the false promise.
Miracle again.
They get Miracle. He's dead on the Ember. Paulson also caught out. Now In Your Dream, again waveforming out of there just in the nick of time, but I can't say the same for Jocam. He looks like he may just run out of it. No, he overthought which way he goes, and well, he gets an Ice Blast, but it's not going to mean anything. TNC again finding a 3-for-0 trade and trying to commit it there onto KP, but has the pipe up as well. He just wants out so much of that damage, and now Tier 3 tower, it's not the fastest progression there with TNC's exorcism down, and now the lasso for him, trying to sneak a kill in. Can they actually take him out though? Gabby, he does pop the Manta. Now Soulbind is there, locking in the Tiny more. In Your Dream doesn't want to back off, but the Tiny does. Now Ice Blast gonna fly through. Another shotgun, but Tim's doesn't even die. And they'll go in again. Miracle trying to chase down KP on the Pango. They do at least kill him, but everyone else is currently getting out of there. Tim's is fine. Mel is also fine. And, well, Gabby's actually pinging out the Roshan. He wants to go for that. He may have to wait a minute. Stick as a team. Got the Haunt now available with the Basher. Onto Gabby. Paulson has been slowed up. Inkswell is there with the clumsy net. Yules will kind of block out the Inkswell, but Rolling Thunder will have a very, very easy passage. And now poor old Jokam. He's being chased down. Run for your life, Jokam. It won't matter. Both supports down, and that is Roshan for the side of TNC.
It's pushed in a little bit as well. I don't think you take that trade. Tier 2 for a Roshan, Aegis, and Cheese is not worthwhile. Gotta make a play right now. It's going down.
That it is. They want to try and jump in again. They do catch out the Batrider with the Yules, and Brent may have to make a run for it. Roshan's still being focused. They're going to try with Tollison. Avalanche toss, Roshan solo. Gabby, he does click faster. He'll get the Aegis for himself, and Tims will take the kill onto Paulison.
Like, I appreciate the courage from doing that, but is that the right sort of play to make? Oh, they might catch out KP here, actually.
It's a nice pick off, but now Hort's been committed. Gabby straight after Jokam. They try to shotgun him up, but he will just matter that off. And well, Jokam going to try for the TP with the Glimmer. It won't be enough. They have the gem onto Mel to give that detection away.
Double siege camp on the top side. It's pushing into the Radiant base. They need to be a little bit careful. Paulson as well, he's going to cut this wave, make sure that's not a factor.
Alright, so maybe they just don't get the racks then. Yeah,
back goes up.
Comes in. They could try and go through with this exorcism. It'll take a bit more time, but they might get done. But no, In Your Dream he's going to spam Ethereal Blade. There's no way you're getting through it. And now, nice toss back. They have found Gabby, or rather, Gabby's found poor old Jokam.
Miracle's still pushing.
Yeah, Soulbind is there. Miracle, he's down the bot lane, top lane, trying to get that done. Rolling Thunder, going to be lassoed up. Soulbind again. That Morphling in trouble, but that top lane is still going down the racks. Miracle, he is going to pick it up now. And TNC has been unable to get their own racks.
For now, you know, now it's still a 5v4 situation. I suppose they don't have Exorcism, they don't have Haunt, they don't even have Rolling Thunder.
They've got Gabby and a False Promise. And they're going to jump onto Jokam. The AA just not having a great time, does end up dying back here. So Gabby back onto that mid-racks. There's a huge creep wave in the Radiant base right now, and you can see Miracle running back down towards that Radiant base. That's a lot of range creeps.
There's Tims is around, so maybe he'll go for something a bit more aggressive, but Armel showing himself will back off. KP might be caught out here. Who's catching who?
Yeah, KP's got the Basher up. BKB up on Miracle. They're going to go after Tims, but Remnant out. Gabby does haunt Tim. He'll just have to go after Paulson. Paulson should be caught out, and does get caught out by the Basher of KP. So you do get the haunt out for the sake of that Tiny. Miracle's still holding that gold, by the way. He still hasn't decided exactly what he wants on that Ember.
Not just yet. I think the main thing he wants right now is that level 25, just for that additional amount of maneuverability. I think it's... Oh, they caught out Batrider. Oh, Pharrell.
Uh-oh. Pharrell goes down. The mid-racks is going down. Gabby does secure it now. He moves up to that top lane. Armel, he'll pop the Exorcism straight away. There'll be a buyback on Pharrell immediately. It's not going to be the fairest race, but he'll try his best. Gabby keeps working on towards that melee barracks. They can try to rotate down to the bot lane straight after this if they want.
He's still going. He's in there with his leveler.
Trying his best, but now the team fight starts. Gabby jumps in onto In Your Dream. In Your Dream will BKB through. Nice lasso out though, but the Soulbind will cancel that with the False Promise. And now the Ice Blast. does fly out to Tim's and Gabby. Tim's going to be in a bit of trouble here. He should just die out here in your dream and does. Still, Gabby is going to be safe, but maybe not so much anymore. They are chasing, tossing him back onto the high ground. He will hold back to the low ground. Paulson will die. Now they go on to Morphling in your dream, just waveforming out. But here comes Miracle. He is fresh as a daisy right now, or maybe not. In the
cheese.
He's going to be chased down. The cheese was there from Gabby, bringing the treads back into the bag. That bot lane's even being pushed in though by the siege creeps, but it doesn't matter. TNC, they're not done. They won't be able to catch out anyone else.
Getting some disarms off, getting a bash as well, and well, could have potentially saved a lot more damage being done to the base.
That Radiant base is still being pushed.
Yeah, and maybe trying to catch them out on the TP out here with, Morphling is on the front lines. He does have buyback.
Nice devices there on Arbel now. Lasso though, gonna be there on KB with the Ice Blast, trying to secure the Pangolier. They will get him.
And the gem.
It's a nice gem and a Roshan. It just spawned. Great timing. That's gonna force KB to buy back immediately.
The Remnant out. He goes and farms a creep wave. He's got his bottle ready, and they've got bounty runes about to spawn.
Smoke up from TNC. They're looping right behind T1. Your dream does also smoke. It does get broken now. Both see each other, but don't react fast enough. No, there's a side device with the Spirit Vessel. In your dream does BKB up Gabby. He'll jump straight onto Joe Cab. Meanwhile, the lasso's on an illusion. Forever caught one of Haunts illusions. Oh, that is not great. March trying to survive there with Tim's. They will. Forever will die. Now back onto Joe Cam. No. They want to go on to Miracle. He's out of there. Meanwhile, in the Roshan pit, another team fight starting in your dream, just fighting everyone else on the morph. He will waveform out. Ice Blast to fly through. It's absolute chaos here, but somehow TNC have made their way back into the Roshan pit, and they just get it started. But no. Back onto Joe Cam, trying to get that die back on the AA. Joe Cam is going to die back. He's not around for another 90. They'd love to pick up in your dream on that Morphling as well, but he is going to be safe. And now, instead, they do find Miracle. Inksport stun does land, and they have enough to lock him down. With the silences, they will, but this time around, he does have the gold.
Does have the gold for that buyback. In that team fight, you could tell that Your Dream was trying to make some big plays happen. He stole the Grimstroke. He morphed into the Grimstroke, though, so didn't have too much in the form of utility to be able to escape.
Gotta make it quick. I think they're out of time. Policy, yeah, you can't blink in now. They'll just decide who's taking the Aegis. It's still on the deck. Nobody's picked it up. They've got a chance, but KP, he's gone in. Mel will take the Aegis. Gabby just wanted the cheese, and of course Refresher Shot will probably be there on Armel again. They do haunt in, but not really jumping in on anyone. They just seem to want to keep up vision. But that does mean TNC, they take the 10k lead. They are 2 Raxes up so far, so just 1 real Rax remaining down at that bot lane, and there is still a tier 3 tower, and Gabby does get Joe Cap.
Yeah, just using that Ag's Shadow Step to be able to take out the poor supports. This bot lane, it's pushed in though.
Uh-oh. A Divine Rapier though coming out from In Your Dream now. So he's gone all in. Might be the, should be the last team fight coming out for T1. Mel, of course, has a Refresher chance, so double Exorcism is up.
Gone for a little bit of the rat. Tim's isn't actually with them. He's caught in 2 minds as to whether he needed to join or not.
Well, they do jump in anyway. Who have they caught there with the Hex? It's going to be Paulson. He will die now. KP getting the stun off with the Hex. It's on Miracle. He's in big trouble. That Ember will die. There's no buybacks left. It's really just up to In Your Dream and Forever. They try. They have the Divine, but it's just going to be so difficult to get down the Spectre. In fact, for some reason, Gabby has a Dagon up. Soulblind, Tim's is there now with the double Hex, double Silence, double Dagon. Everything's just been doubled. The Ice Blast does fly through onto Gabby, but In Your Dream does die. That's the Divine on the deck. They don't even pick it up, they just leave it there. They're going for tier 4s, and the GG's been called anyway. No buybacks means no defense.
That's why they did it. They just wanted the double Dagon with the Soulbind together. But yeah, some good execution from T1 in the laning stage. Unfortunately, not carrying through to those first key team fights that they had and ended up costing them. It seems like a bit of a reversal of game 1 of the series that we saw yesterday.
TNC, one game away from being able to finish off this series and move on to the next round of the lower bracket. T1 going to be trying to force this to a game number 3 if they can, and they certainly can. Depends on how this game number 2 goes.
Play here onto March by standing right on top of him as well with Paulison. Needs to get the timing perfect if he wants to maybe get off this Icarus dive.
Battery assault, it should be enough. He's going to verify. No, now with the battery assault gone, he'll turn around with some fire spirits, trying to get enough damage out. I think he will. Icarus dive should be enough. Now Paulison won't go to try and deny himself off on the neutral creeps. He will just go down, and March will pick up the first blood on the Phoenix. I say Gabby has been farming really well though, considering the circumstances. 32 and 4. Bot lane, there is going to be a bit of a dive now. Miracle getting dived here by KP. More sticky napalms flying out. He's still level 4 in that Ursa. Now Dream Coil will be there, but he's going to turn around onto KP. He will just kite him out. Mel should have plenty of damage here. Miracle still jumping out, and now in your dream, he is going to come in after KP. He'll get the Batrider. Tim's now going to be a sitting duck, and he should just die. And well, he tries to fight back with the swashbuckle, but no. In your dream does have enough damage, and that'll be a double kill for this Storm Spirit. Yeah, he might just hold out on the skill point. And he will. Now T1's invaded the Dire jungle as well up at that top lane, but Gabby wants something to say about that. They're going to blink onto Forev. Dream Coil is there from Armel. He's trying to TP out of there, though no. Silencers are in. He'll be just fine, though. In your dream, coming to clean up. Does get one. Now after Gabby, we'll get that one as well. It's a double kill, and now Tim's might be the triple. In fact, it will be. The Storm just having the game of his life thus far. 5-0. And Armel, the only thing he could do is just run away. Puts the cogs up, will walk away.
The power rune going the way of In Your Dream. This time on the top side of the map. Yeah, you could see that Ursa was wanting to pop that Enrage as the Batrider was diving on top of him, because obviously you want to be able to reduce that duration of the Flaming Lasso, but just not wanting to do it too early, which meant that full duration of it and was on about 10% or sorry, after the duration.
It's a shame. See, of course, Paulison, he gets another kill onto March, just with the hookshot battery assault once again on that Phoenix. Does now scan out Tim's as well. They are still trying to work towards that Ursa, and or rather Forev now on the Nature's Prophet, but again, we're going to have In Your Dream zipping in straight onto Armel, almost kills him off. The cogs might just push him back, and Forev, he does also die. Armel getting caught out, trying to TP in the tree line, does also die now on the park, but here comes Gabby. Joe Cam does get blown up with that crit. Now Paulison trying to get some form of trade, but he will probably be dead here to Tim's. He will cogs up, but Gabby will take a double. That's the one team fight for TNC that actually has panned out their way. And I suppose now they can actually try and secure that tier 1 tower.
Absolutely, even that early mechanism not quite enough. Oh, he's going in onto Gabby again, but I don't know about this.
It's a dangerous one. He's out of mana as well. Was very close to it. Forev going to TP in. KP going to be chased down. In Your Dream going in with the Chakra Magic now. KP trying to flame break him away, but with that Will-O-Wisp, they will be able to secure the kill. And T1 are refusing to let this tier 1 die. I mean, they can deny it now if they want, but they can also just leave it standing if they really want.
It's a heavy commitment just to get KP, who hasn't had the greatest start to the game, but Mercenary's been caught out here.
Dream Coil and Rolling Thunder, there's just no way out of this situation. And well, with that Ursa dying, you really won't mind the Batrider going down.
And finally, Armel is able to get one of the power runes, and it's a haste one, so enabling that rotation even further. Oh,
Paulson. Hey, trying to go for the hook. Phase shift was there in time, and now bot lane Forev. Being chased down, does pop his mech. Gonna try for the TP, and that'll force out the lasso at least from KP. In Your Dream zipping in. Can he actually save this? He will not. Forev does die, but he does get the trade in Tim's, and now maybe even KP should go down, but here comes Gabby going after that Storm. Mana is getting low for In Your Dream, but he's got a double kill and a godlike streak and dumping back in onto that PA. That looks really bad for Gabby. He does die, but they do kill off In Your Dream. It's March and the Phoenix, who will also drop the Phoenix Egg. Joe Cam cannot deal with it in time, and that means he will probably also tick out of these Fire Spirit damage with the Icarus dive. He does TP, but dies in his own fountain. Now Armel seeing if he could get Paulison, but no. Paulison will walk out. And it's just a bloodbath in that bot lane. There he is. Has Firefly in 10, has TP available right now, and he'll go, but the mid tier 1 is going down. Miracle is able to secure it for his team, and now Hookshot is going to be out onto Tims, but they do have Gabby around the corner. The Sunray keeping Tims up, but now a great Will-O-Wisp with Miracle and his new Battle Fury. But it won't matter, it's a 1-for-1 trade. Armel coming in with the Dream Coil and Veil of Discord. Does get the Dream Coil off onto the Ursa. Miracle will break it with the Enrage. Just continues running away, but they should have the damage output, and this Ursa will not survive. In fact, Armel thinking about going for more. Looks like he is going to be satisfied with just that position 1.
It's a guy that he's caring about.
Roshan is important. It's going to be a big deal for T1. Go after that bottom tier 1 tower now, and TNC aren't really so set up to do the same. You'll see Gabby now trying to force it out, but I don't believe he'll even commit.
I'm liking this positioning by Forev. He knows he's got his TP always available. He knows he's got some survivability.
Lasso, Rolling Thunder going to be there. They didn't time it that well, but they take him out. Will-O-Wisp does not help enough. That is a yikes indeed, and now Miracle, he just got his Basher, and even with the Aegis, he's just going to leave. Still trying to farm up what looks to be an Orchid for himself now, so he's not really going defensive either on this Storm. TNC.
We get a lucky bash here?
No, just one hit, no bash. Gabby, however, is an even more important kill, doesn't have a TP. They've left him alone. He'll try and blur. There is March around the corner, but he may have to just egg for this. And even then, I don't think it's going to be enough. Gabby trying to kite them out. Miracle still moving forward with that Aegis. Now the Sprout from Forever. Egg to be dropped to take away the attention from Gabby. That gets blown up, and now In Your Dream going to zip in straight on this PA, and Gabby is just going to die as well.
Yeah, the theory of everything and the timing for everything is completely right on T1. Just not working out in that previous team fight where In Your Dream got picked up at the start, but that's exactly what should be happening right now for how this game state is.
It's a really rough little engagement there for TNC. Well, Tims, they do find Forever up to the top lane. Deso going to be completed up now on the PA as well.
It's not really a favorable trade for T1 because you always want to have the stronger positioning around this Roshan pit. That's why I'm like, well, making any sort of aggressive moves, or sorry, defensive moves to defend it right now. Going in though.
Yeah, March getting caught out. Does have the Icarus dive, but he's been bashed. KP did jump on top of the cliff with the Firefly. Lasso's up that Clockwork. They just want to go for the easier kill, but Miracle is quite low now. Gabby does get the Aegis as well as Jocam. Paulson under fire does go down. Now it's just Miracle. You have In Your Dream making his way in, but he's a while away, and here comes Forever as well. Miracle, he's already turned around to go after KP. They're going to still try, but a blink away. Now phase shift on In Your Dream, zip in, and they silence him up with the Dream Coil as well. Oh, poor In Your Dream. Just zipped right in, and now Forever, he wants out, but he's been used up through the TP, and I don't think he has a way out. Flame break back, and the crit comes in from Gabby.
Assassination is nature's way.
It's unfortunate for T1. TNC, they haven't started the Roche yet. They do get the Roche's aggro, but that's it. Now they're just showing mid.
Him out massively. Oh, they found it In Your Dream.
Oh, that's a big kill if they can get it, and they do. Oh, the crits from Gabby are just way too high.
Free Roche.
No buybacks. Yeah, it's a free Roshan. Sorry, not Lotus Orb, but Lincoln Sphere. And now he's working towards an Aghanim Scepter on that Storm, but I don't know. If you're going to get caught out by the Lasso like that, you might need something a bit more defensive.
Oh, are they trying to make something happen here onto Miracle instantly after they cap it?
That's Paulson getting caught out. Miracle also getting caught out here by Armel. Paulson will end up dying up at that top lane. Miracle doesn't really want to be here any longer. He'll turn around on the bat, but here's Gabby. The Abyssal was used. The Miracle will go down. Now, poor old Jocam understands how this one goes. Will also die on the Keeper of the Light.
He was in two minds about whether to help, and even if he wasn't,
can try to delay things out, but ultimately TNC don't seem to care.
He's sitting in a pit of mangoes right now, so you could go for a really deep dive and just constantly be popping mangoes throughout it. He's sitting here on the side, so for a pick-off, you can see that there's at least one TP is coming through, but bait happening here.
Oh, Miracle Yules is going to be there to cancel the TP. He's going to try and run. Abyssal onto KP now. The zip in. It was maybe a bait. Forever's there as well. KP's dead. Gabby almost kills off both In Your Dream and the Ursa. He'll go after Forever instead. And now the egg to be popped to make sure nobody can come after Gabby afterwards. Forever will threaten the egg and will take the death himself.
Oh, they found In Your Dream anyway.
Have they?
To get away.
He'll be KB. Rolling Thunder from Tim's. Going to try and chase him down, but he's gone. Maybe, you can't really catch Miracle either.
Again, a lot of that gold and experience going the way of T1, which they really need. They just need to close the gap right now. Even if they're not in the lead, they need to get this level 20 up for In Your Dream, and you need to get him the remaining 1.5k gold that is to complete his Ag Scepter.
Well, Paulson's been caught as well. Dream call out from Armel. Just really wants to make sure he doesn't try to do anything cheeky, and, well, he can't. He did have the hook shot, but he just couldn't quite find an angle out. Or rather, just Gabby alone is move. Why not? No, he'll clear up the creep wave. He's confident.
He's got Aegis still for the next 45 seconds, so he can make these confident plays. He's chasing.
He's easy. I don't believe he actually saw Jokam though, did he? They'll TP in now for Rev. He has jumped on Jokam, but an Abyssal out now from the Ursa. Gabby, how do you fight back? The Dream Coil's there. The Abyssal onto Miracle. He does kill him off and now just crits. They will find the second in Forever, now the third in the Coddle. This PA is out of control. Aegis does expire, which definitely helps for T1. In Your Dream, he'll just try and force them back, but he's not at that level 25 mark yet. He's only level 20.
Until Gabby's got his finger on the trigger, trying to get that Abyssal Blade pick off onto In Your Dream.
Oh, he certainly does. Jokam going to go in for a blinding light. That dagger on the illusion, almost taking out Jokam, and now Vortex in from In Your Dream. Hookshot as well. Paulson trying to save that last Rax, but now Gabby goes back on with the Abyssal. In Your Dream, the Sprout will help. Egg also being committed now, and TNC look to just leave that final range Rax alone. Unwilling to risk this game.
Thankfully enough for In Your Dream, he didn't have to use his buyback there, so he's getting closer to that Ag Scepter, the thing that could enable this next team fight, but it's not going to work if Jokam gets picked off here.
Oh, Miracle, he's even worse to get picked off. He goes for the Abyssal though with the wards. Sunray there, but Gabby jumps in. Miracle's dead. He doesn't have buyback, and now Paulson's also going down, and this could be it. Ags is up on In Your Dream, but they've called it. They've had enough.
It's all well and good to have that Ag Scepter, but you needed to enable your Ursa, and just unfortunately getting picked off that time around.
That it is. A nice quick 2-0 victory for this TNC side.